Before this video starts, I want to say it's never, never okay to hit a woman. Ever. I know I might clip farm a lot and say things or whatever for clips or anything, but at no point should a man ever, ever put their hands on a woman. And I take full
You on
accountability
the
and
bus?
responsibility for that, and
It's
I'm
an early
sorry. And
stream. I gotta get to it.
I've expressed that to her after
What's up with y'all
situations
boys?
3 years
Y'all good?
ago, 4 years ago, and everything from this video. I just want to get that
I'm gonna
across.
be streaming a
I'm
long
not making
time, so you ain't gotta
excuses.
worry
I
about
did a
that.
fucked up thing, and I appreciate everybody, getting on my ass and all these things, but I just wanted to tell my truth of how everything just led up. Yo, what's up? I wanted to make this video. As you guys know, there's a lot of things that's been going on around the past couple of days. A video has resurfaced of me, getting in a physical argument with a girl. I kind of just want to break this down by little, and then pretty much this will be my last time talking about it. First things first, I want to say is I will never, ever, ever put my hands on a girl who's never put their hands on me. Okay, I'm not a person to initiate and do things and try to hit a girl because just out of the strength of just arguing or anything like that. This was from season 2. This was from 2022 or 2023, 3, 4 years ago. And she was one of the girls that she came on the show. I brought her on the show and everything.
I remember watching that shit. I'm pretty sure we watched that shit on stream, bro. And
And during the whole show,
look,
like she was the only
that part
person who
definitely
was
wasn't
literally
in the
like,
video.
I don't know, like physical, and she was hitting me. She was doing these things which I had to cut from YouTube videos because of monetization. And she would hit me and all these things going back and forth and yelling, going back and forth and doing these things. And it kind of was just got to a point where I kind of didn't want to deal with that shit. And I was drunk. And like I said, anything I say in this video is not to make anything right. This is not to make anything right. This is not make things easier. This is not an excuse for anything. This is just me telling this story. And I feel like nobody should ever, 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 ever put their hands on a girl. Ever. It don't matter how mad you get. It don't matter anything, you know what I'm saying? Like fighting or anything, unless like you literally like are getting punched a fucking 100 times or whatever, something just to throw her out the way or move her out the way. But yo, I think that just doing that was just fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It was fucked up. We were arguing, there's been things off times, off cameras where she would hit me and all these things like that. And I'm trying to talk to her and vibe her and shit like that. And what happened at the boat situation is that we were yelling, arguing, and she had just said things. I heard she said that I did this because I couldn't fuck, like, or something like that. Bro, that argument happened, whatever, because she was saying crazy things, which I had to cut out, and saying crazy things about my family. If you guys know me, I'm a very family man. Like, she's talking about my sister, fuck your sister, all this other shit. She could, all crazy shit I had to cut out. She was all doing this, my family, talking about my family members, my different.
I'm telling you, bro. Everything comes back to the light. You know what I'm saying? You gotta really be careful, bro. Niggas, you can't you can't do nothing, do something and expect people not to like remember down the line, or someone's gonna go looking for some shit, or they still have something. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those situations where I mean he kind of like fooled with himself on this one, and he need a ain't nothing he can do. Yeah, I never advise anyone to hit women. I think it's crazy. I think that's too far. But at that time, with all the stuff that his shit, cause he was doing his shit, he ain't the stream. He had purely fucking YouTube videos, and the series was tough. I'm not gonna lie, the series was hard. His dating shows are personally my favorite ones that I've watched on YouTube. I feel like he knew who to pick, and you know what I'm saying. But Shorty was wilding all the time with Deshae. I still remember that shit, wilding overly. But I mean, obviously we didn't know that he did that shit. I knew the wig part we seen, but when it came down to him being physical, we didn't see that. And honestly, it's I don't think there's really ever a good time. Like I said, or like what's Illuminati say he gonna do like a wrestling move like RKO or some shit. Jokes. Not even a joking matter. Don't know why I said it, but I would definitely defend myself, but I'm not hitting like swinging at a woman. I think you can like restrain her, full Nelson. You know what I'm saying? Like something. I don't think you gotta hit. But then again, I mean, I won't do it, but I wouldn't be mad at someone that does it if the girl just whooping their ass. Like I think there's a certain, you know what I'm saying, everybody got a limit. Me personally, I'm not doing it. But I'd understand because you shouldn't hit a man anyway, especially over an argument. I think that's stupid. And I think to think like a guy just won't do it or shouldn't do it because I think it's life isn't equal, and you know pick and choose when things are
type of things,
equal.
just up and being
But
big and bad, you know.
I
And me
can't
as a
do
man,
it.
I lowered my fucking my morals, and I went down to her level. Any guy that would hit a girl and do those things or whatever, you're lowering
I'm pretty sure she was throwing
your
like
how
glass
can I
at
say
him
your
and shit.
respect. You're lowering
Either
respect for
her or it
yourself,
was
and you're going down to her level. And as a man, you should never do that.
another
She
girl.
definitely was trying to irritate me and get on my nerves and do all these things. So when we're on the boat and she got up, I thought she was good enough to hit me again, and I just mushed her. My main thing is I was never trying to hurt her. I never like slapped her or slapped her, but from that angle, it looks really bad. It looks really bad. But I mushed her ass. I mushed her ass over there. I mushed her ass out of because I was not gonna be hit. I was not gonna go on that, and I just walked away. But with that situation, I seen things she was doing. She was saying, talking about when the fuck and all these different things, and it's like, bro. After that, I apologized. We was kissing. We was kissing, and I'm gonna put clips in here too. But we was kissing, and you're saying you didn't let me, you didn't want me to fuck. We didn't fuck, but after you literally gave me some.
You think so, VBS? I think it's just an L regardless because just the fact that it looked like it is enough. I think he's gonna take an L even if he didn't hit her for real. I think he's gonna have to take the L with this one and just try to do better. I mean, it was years ago. Unless somebody else comes out and be like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody else comes out and be like, yeah, he been doing that to me and they got proof. Yeah, it's raps. But I think the worst part is most of the people on the boat were women, so they're gonna side with the women. Regardless if he did it or not, it's L because this shit old as fuck, nigga. Like we was watching that shit back in the day.
And I don't not to put your business out there, but you gave me some head.
It's a lose-lose.
Give me a new fucking wig. That fucking camera on my face.
Yeah, another thing, just even things like even she's doing now, just saying that like when she sees my sister, she's gonna fight her and do.
And it's even worse. I think that's the worst part is people don't speak up in the moment. They always wait till something bubbles. And I don't know who leaked the video or whatever, but niggas always wait. They wait till some shit had popped off and then they try to leak like everything. You know what I'm saying? Like instead of just doing it there.
These things, she's been waiting like all this time to see her in person that is up, and you felt all these things, and it's like, bro, 3 years later, what was this energy 3 years ago when that thing actually happened and all these things? And mind you, she said way more worse things that, you know, that I'm not even gonna say crazy things just about my sister and her personal things and doing things and just saying things with my families in general to kind of just, you know, I feel like people in that type of era and that energy just rubbed off on me, and that shit was wrong. That shit was wrong on my half and doing that.
I don't care enough to press charges. You see his sister, you on that? Promise.
I don't care enough to press charges, but she cares enough to go on live and talk about it and shame Deshae after they already had made up after the situation happened. Bro, I'm telling you, clout is a hell of a drug. When you have your moment, women for sure, they gonna take advantage of that shit. And they gonna make you look like the dirtiest nigga of all time. Where the bro?
promise you.
Where was this at?
Bro, I swear to God, bro, on my grandpa, I always be like, when I be scrolling on TikTok and I just like see a video of Brooklyn, I be like, can't wait to see this bitch in person. Like, even though I don't got no beef with her, like, I don't got no beef with her, like, you know, like, and I was really sparing her because Gigi
Nigga, somebody to come and say, you don't care that you got slapped.
was her best friend, but they not friends no more, and Gigi's my friend. So I really was sparing.
And that person who recorded it, that is a person, that's somebody I've not talked to for years. He's an ex-editor. And he deadass posted that out of where because he wanted to get more money and all these type of things and use me and use these things. That's why he wasn't for season 3. That's why we had a production company like Michael and Alan and Don and all those peoples. And I did a production company because I used him for season 2. But he wanted to be paid more and be on season 3, and that's why he texted me and all these things, but I never responded. So I don't know what he was trying to fucking do or get across or something like that, but he just wanted a paycheck. And that was that with that. Fuck him. Definitely should have handled the situation differently. You know, a lot of intoxications. I was 21 years old, and you know, I was drunk as fuck. She was mad, and I just literally, like, we had been hitting like.
So, a video got leaked of him smacking a girl. He claims that she mushed him. She mushed her. He mushed her, and he's pretty much just explaining the situation. He's saying that, like, regardless, it's not a good idea to hit women. And he's not trying to defend himself. What he did of like mushing, even touching her, was wrong and shit. But it's just weird because this shit was old and like it just seems like it's not the girl's fault. Like she's just taking advantage of the moment to kind of like shame him now. But it's his old editor apparently wasn't getting like what he wanted, and he leaked the video pretty much of him doing that, which is weird.
Going back and forth and her putting her hands on me and all these things like that. That I just didn't
There's definitely a motive that we don't know about.
to deal with that anymore.
It's 100 degrees. It's like
bro,
85.
I couldn't take that shit. I would never ever just hit a girl just plainly because of her words. Her words do not do anything to me. But her words were Smith, her hitting me before, and how that video's cut. It's cut up to show that, oh, I was just hit the fuck out of her and just mushed her. My plan was never to her. I mushed her. Literally, I'm 5'4", 130 pounds at that time, 135 pounds, something like that, literally. To smack a girl, literally, and have her fly across the fucking room, I'd have to be as strong as fucking Thanos. But I couldn't forceful, and I used my hands to mush her out of my way because I was not finna be going back and forth and and hitting each other and all these things again. But after that, like I said, we were cool, we were vibing.
And it doesn't make it better that this nigga Deshae already had so many times where he had to defend himself like this, where he was overly freaky or whatever the case. It makes your case even worse. Like people are like, bro, I've been knew Deshae was like this. He always been like this. What is this, like his 4th time getting in trouble? He should have been canceled. Like nigga, it's always gonna be something like that. I feel like nowadays people don't hold people accountable the way they should. I feel like when shit happens, they need to be canceled. And
you can eat alone or die unfed.
My nigga missed it with the sub. You feel me? Appreciate the sub, buddy. How you doing, brother? 9 months. Nah, you're tough. You're him. You're fucking him. You know what I'm saying? But I don't even know what I was just saying. But thank you so much for the sub, bro. But yeah, his case, it just makes it so much worse. I don't think this is the end of Deshae. I just think there's a lot of people, for business reasons, not going to fuck with Deshae anymore. You got to go to work an hour. Man, I hope you have a great day at work, bro. And, you know what I'm saying? Get through that shit, make your money on. And call it a fucking day, get home and chill, bro. Not gonna lie, if I was Deshae, I would have put it to the side, because regardless, cops ain't gonna get involved when I see why. But explain it further and further. Till Saturday for the next 2 months. That nigga put, hey, get the money, bro. And then take a vacation. That's what you gotta do. But this shade just, bro, Bro, I've been watching Deshae so fucking long, probably since 2018, if I'm not mistaken. Either 2018. I'm pretty sure it was 2018. I've been watching this nigga for a fucking minute. Before I started streaming, nigga, when I was just playing on console, like I've been watching this nigga forever, bro. I fuck with Deshae. It's just this nigga be putting himself in situations, bro. And I feel like there has to be I feel like when, especially think about it, he's been lit for forever since a jit. Like niggas been in TV shows and all type of shit. Bro, you gotta, when you make it to a certain success, like your mind doesn't think about like the what ifs anymore. It's like I'm that nigga, so I'm gonna do what I want to do, but it's gonna cost you. Even being overly freaky with women and shit like that. This shit is dangerous game, bro. Just because you lit, it's not gonna automatically translate to you gonna get the outcome that you're looking for. And bro, dude's he's funny as fuck. He's a great entertainer, honestly. It's just, bro, this nigga's decision making be fucking terrible. Cause I remember last thing was something with I forgot what happened, but I remember Kai told the nigga to chill, like because he was just being overly freaked out. And that was like a year and a half ago. But bro, the blueprint is always gonna be there, bro. When you on the internet that long, you're cooked. Nigga finna get a Chris Brown treatment. The thing is, bro, think about how many niggas, bro. I can name so many rappers, people's favorite rappers right now that have put their hands on women and they still good. Everybody bumping them, and it's not gonna change. People pick and choose who they wanna shame. It's gonna take one person to like start the riot, and then everybody gonna follow along with that shit, bro. It's so people don't think for themselves. You got if it's not okay, then you need to shame everybody that's doing it. Nigga said Tory Lanez. Well, he put his hands on the girl. Cause he was talking that Megan Thee Stallion shit. Free that nigga Tory. That nigga didn't do shit.
We're good, but just simply, you know, I have a mother, I have a mom,
and the crazy thing is when Tory Lanez got locked up, it was me, King,
that's
Stormy,
that's not who I am.
And I think like two
there's no other evidence of me literally
Tracy,
you know what I'm saying,
and somebody else or anything like
we
was
that.
just talking about
that joke about it or whatever.
We were like, bro, he did not do that shit. We looked into it and everything. It probably was Revo. You know, yeah, it might have been Revo.
You get your emotions involved.
We were talking about that situation when it first happened.
Rage bait you or get you to your lowest.
You can just tell that shit
where you have
didn't
to,
seem authentic.
you guys have to be physical with each other. Like that's an element on the man's part. And to anybody who ever watches me, don't ever do that. Or let any person think that's okay. I see people, I've seen comments, I see whatever. Oh, Deshae, he was in the right.
Because it don't matter if you get it or
I was
not.
completely wrong.
That's the thing.
And being a man and doing this, you have to take that.
Think about it. When a nigga get in trouble, it is always serious. When a woman gets in trouble, that shit lasts for a good week. Nigga, think about Ty Lil's situation where he exposed like she lying and shit like that. Ty Lil still be hearing shit about that. Shorty still doing her normal shit, bro. It's the game is weird, but you gotta understand that how it is and just follow along with how it goes. You can't change that shit. People will find any reason to fucking get rid of you, get you out the game.
Take that accountability and know that you're wrong no matter what happens. You can't put your hand on a woman. You can't do that. I'm not in favor of that. And I know I joke and I say, oh yeah, if a girl hit me, I'm gonna hit her or whatever, something like that.
I don't think they abuse it. I just think, oh yeah, I think it favors them in a lot of situations. Because a man has to work a lot harder in certain scenarios than a woman has to. In just life in general. Like women have it typically easy mode. Men gotta work through this shit. So certain things favor men in life and certain things favor women. And when it comes to like, nigga, a girl could make a false claim right now to anybody and get them locked up. Just cause they feel like it. You know how many people lost their scholarships and all that for false allegations? Like, it's crazy, but I think women need certain. I think women are assaulted a lot, bro. An unrealistic amount, like crazy. And I think it's hard to like have the balance when niggas do be weirdos assaulting all the time. Like, bro, every girl I've ever been with has been sexually assaulted, SA'd. No bullshit. And I think niggas just be too horny and fucking there's no control. So there's certain things that do line up to where like if she says that happened, it probably did. But I think there's not enough looked into it for it, and women don't get in trouble when they lie about it either. They don't go to jail, they don't do anything. They don't lose anything. I seen something on TikTok where a man had to tackle a woman, then a woman was lying like hell to a cop just cause she was trying to steal or something. It's weird. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy though. If she assaults you though and you fight back, you ain't winning. Only way you gotta let that shit happen to you or for her to get in trouble. Yeah. But I mean, you gotta think about it. Niggas is just stronger than women. So like in a way it's understandable. But a lot of niggas don't know how to deal with their emotions, so they just gonna retaliate. They don't have that common sense. Once they get mad, they just react. There's no middle ground that keeps them like humble. Like, all right. That's why I say I couldn't put my hands on a woman. I think that's just it's just crazy. I think it's just too much. And the cop shot the guy. Yeah, I don't know, bro. Half of the motherfucker got my job that are divorce lost half their shit to their crazy exes if they don't sign a prenup. Bro, everything when it comes to law, like it favors women for sure. And even then, when you sign a prenup, that's not even a good safety blanket. That's like typically still not enough.
No, those are jokes. Like, I'm really being serious. Don't ever put your hand on a woman. And if you can't, just literally walk away. If you have to, you just walk away because that's better than anything else. And you don't want to put yourself in a situation which I'm currently in.
Niggas still going Chris Brown
But
after he
like I said,
this Deshae
she
shit
definitely is on a view high right now. Definitely
If
on a view high.
If Deshae can find a way, and this is not advice to him or anything, if Deshae can find a way to put himself in a position to where he's doing some everybody wants to see, then I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna blow over. But I think that this situation is still gonna hold on to him, and people are gonna use it against him. Like, imagine me and Deshae arguing, nigga. I'd be like, yo, you hit girls, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people are gonna hold that shit over him forever. Chris Brown, they still haven't let up on that shit. He been good. Nigga hasn't done nothing. He had that one situation, and that was like, bro, I was like in middle school when that shit happened. Think about how old that shit is. And they still hold that over Chris Brown and try to take that away from his accomplishments and how great of an artist he is. He made a mistake based on apparently him getting something from Rihanna, right? Overall, I don't support domestic violence. I think it's crazy. But I think women should know their limits as well, though, because I'm telling you, my ex, she was trying to provoke a nigga. And even I hated her. My ex, I hated her ex. I don't like that nigga. Fuck that nigga. But I don't condone liars or nothing. She tried to call him, say that she got hit. She did not get hit. It just sounded like, I said, are you sure? Like, what happened? And I was like, okay, well, then he didn't hit you. Like, women, it just sound good to them, so they run with it. It's scary, bro. I don't like the nigga, but I'm not gonna fucking just jump on the bandwagon just because I'm with her. Like, I'm not gonna be like, yeah, he hit women. Like, no, I'm not for that shit, bro. I'm for whatever's right.
All these things, and now she wants to talk and go this crazy. Like I said, so I apologize to everybody who's watched that and who watched me and seen that and seen that me. That is
They
not
all
me.
psychopaths.
I appreciate you guys for everything you guys done. I'm going to continue to keep streaming and keep going and not let this stop me. You know, I'm going to keep going, and I appreciate everybody. But this is not part of me. This is not something of who I am. I don't have a track record of doing this to women and doing this type of shit to women, no matter what image I
Don't
put on the
say
internet
that.
for y'all to see. But yeah, it's just another thing. And you know, my God is showing me things that I need to maybe sit down and see things and trying to work hard and working hard, and the devil's working, but it's all okay though. I take full responsibility. I apologize. I take accountability for the things that happen, and all I can do is
Oh
move on from it.
yeah.
It's not something that happened recently, so I could have switched or whatever. It was four years ago, and literally if I tried to run away from it, I couldn't. You know, I didn't even know that video was he. And then the editor said that I had the video or something. I was gonna jump him or something. I didn't even know the video. He had that video. Honestly, I didn't even know he had that video. Definitely. I feel like he just kind of just was trying to get something out there to get some money
They
or
did
blow up or
angry
something like
reaction.
that. I see both of
Dirty,
them in the
bro.
comments responding to
I
everybody,
remember seeing
just
that, but
being. And
him
if you're in the
crying on
comments
like
responding
every
to everybody,
TikTok.
that means you're looking through it. You're loving the feed. You're loving the internet. You're loving it. You know. And me, I just
It's
literally
just the
have been
same
off
way they
my
try to
phone,
paint
literally just
DDG.
having.
I do not like DDG from what I've seen. I'm not a big fan of DDG. I think he's a great entertainer, absolutely. Do I like his music? No. Do I think he's a great entertainer? Yes. But with the Holly Bailey situation, that was just something I couldn't believe whatsoever. That he would be like handsy and shit like that. I could not see that for a second. I could not see that for a fucking second, bro. That to me was just, look how that shit blew over. That shit was nothing. Everything was dropped. It's a crazy ex. Like, she was getting exposed for lying and this and that, hurting herself. All of this is allegedly, right? I don't know anything. This is all allegedly, but crazy.
Just having fun at Coachella, just trying to figure out my thoughts and just enjoying real life, you know. But I do apologize, like I said, even though she's doing all these things. I will say I apologize again, which I have before. And I don't know, you came on my stream. You came on my stream 2 weeks later, chill with me, vibed. You were doing YouTube videos. You came on one of my streams. We was kissing, all different type of things, and got sexual and all these things like that. And you said it was cool. You said it was good, and you had fun. But like I said, man, I just didn't appreciate, you know, the hitting on each other, and that's my fault. That's my L for even doing that. You know what I'm saying? Even if you did hit me, that's not cool to hit
Definitely gotta watch
push you
out
back
for.
or anything like that. My intent was to hurt you. That's my accountability. I apologize again.
For sure.
Bettering myself.
But I'm trying to figure out why he posted that shit now. That always pisses me off. Like, why do you choose to expose this shit now? He must be in a position right now where he needs some sort of attention to make money or something. Because, bro, there's no fucking way you did all of this shit now, 2026, and this shit happened like 2023, bro. What's up, Omari? I just don't understand that shit.
Stuff and moving forward, you know, it's the year's been great for me. The year's been great for me, and I always said, like, you know, it's been, if you ever have 7 days and you got 5 good days and 1 bad day, that doesn't mean your whole week is bad. You know, sometimes we look at bad moments and we try to make them into bad days and bad lives. You know what I'm saying? But it's just a bad moment. It's just a tough moment that you got to push through and keep going. And that's pretty much what it is. I feel like you guys know I've been through a lot of shit on the internet, for all these years. And you know, this is another thing that you push through and keep going and keep thriving. And yeah, it's a moment that I'm not really proud of. You know, no matter how long it took, it could have came out now. It could have came out 3 years ago. It could have came out 5 years later. But I'm glad that it came out now, so that I could, you know, address it and just do it and then move on. You know, those people are my past. I've never even talked to them past that time and years or anything like
Streamer
that.
University was a disaster? I don't think so.
I
think that shit was.
I woke up to all
bro,
this,
that shit
and
was
it just,
lit as
you know, it's
fuck.
been on my mind, and I definitely just wanted to come on here and just say this, you know, and make sure I have my thoughts in order. But probably just want to speak my piece, bro. Honestly, like I said, don't ever hit a woman. That is not cool. I would never intend was to hurt you. I mushed you out my way because you had hit me
carried it for
during the
sure.
whole trip and doing those things and arguing and saying fucked up things about my sisters and my family and things, which is not an excuse. I lowered myself to your level to be able to put my hands on you, and that's something I should have never done in the first place. Doesn't matter if I was 21, doesn't matter if I was 25, doesn't matter if I was fucking 18. That's my fault as a man, and I apologize for that. Even though all
AJ
those
did
things or
like
whatever,
Jamal.
genuinely, I'm sorry. I know you have a family, you have a mom, you have a dad, you know, and that's something that I wouldn't want to see my daughter go through as a person, or you have a brother, and I don't want to see my people go through that, and that's something I don't want. You know, it was a hard time back then. It was different things. It was drinking and all those things involved in which I shouldn't let a woman ever do that to me and get me to that point. It was simply better to walk away. Like I said, I iterating this, but I am sorry. I will be moving on from the situation. I'm never going to be talking about the situation again. You guys, any young men out there, black men, white men, anybody, any boys or guys are just watching me, yo, just do better. Do better than me, bro. Do better than me. Keep pushing. Don't let nobody get you out your, because this could have went differently. Could have been differently or anything. If a girl hits you or whatever, anything like that, just walk away, bro. Just walk away. I usually joke, but just move on. And, you know, I definitely apologize to the women watching.
That's
and
his
all
only
these things. It's
choice.
not a
I'm not gonna
representation
lie.
of a man should be and would be. And
But I don't feel like this. I genuinely don't think this is gonna be the end of Deshae. But I've seen Jason DeWeen say that he's not, because they were supposed to have a boxing match like for fun, like some sparring shit. But he said that he don't want to box him no more. He can't fuck with him no more because, for one, the person that was sponsoring the event isn't okay with that shit. So a lot of people that are so like PR trained and fucking have all these sponsors and shit are not gonna fuck with him anymore. I think that's the main difference that like I think will happen. But overall, it's just, I don't know, bro.
I apologize. I apologize to y'all.
It's weird.
And I will be working on myself. It was a heated moment. The emotions was high. And I definitely, for sure, I'm learning from the situation. I mean, it's never really happened again before. So, but it's never going to happen again in the future. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys, man. I definitely, I want to just come on here and just say my piece and say this. And I appreciate you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep pushing. Everything.
That's really all he got to say. So I bet he busted out laughing after he cut the video off. Cause someone make a Deshae apology compilation video. Same girl flew back out to see him after the show. Ex-cameraman waited for the right moment to drop this, even if it took 3 years. That season was fire too. Nah, it was fire. I'm not gonna lie. What makes it worse is my guy is your own cameraman is who exposed it and you threatened them. Shorty ain't even exposed it. Yeah, the girl didn't even expose it, bro.